Hey guys, how you doing? Dan here. Back up in the Sierras, as you could tell, and I'm with Valentine today, and he's doing the camera today. Um, I got a lot to say today. We're going to have a lot to talk about. Um, we just came back from the food bait area, and I just got through exchanging SD cards. When we get later on today, we'll be heading back down to the valley, me and Valentine, and we're gonna put this in the laptop, see what we got. Uh, on the previous video, uh, I tried to, I kind of messed up a little bit. I had my TV on in the background. I forgot to turn the damn thing off. And the night videos that came out from the trail cam looked like crap. I apologize for that, but that's why I had Valentine put up the three that are up there right now from the trail cam. Now, the whole concept of that, I hope you grasped it, was this: something's there, and it's not an animal, and whatever it is keeping itself very, very evasive. Okay, you got to remember that word evasive, because that is exactly what they do. You could tell through those videos. There's definitely something going on. There's interaction going on, and I've told you guys 100,000 times. They're not going to come out and shake your hand or say, "Hey, here I am," or like the one fella says, "Ah, I'm right here." Come on now, let's get real. But anyway, and there was some key evidence I wanted you. I don't know if you noticed it, and I hope you would have caught it. Maybe some of you did. For instance, when I showed you the applesauce containers, that takes hands to pry it open. Okay? I don't care who says what. An animal can't pry it open. It got no damn hands. And the biggest piece of evidence in the hint was this. Remember I told you I put in 3 peaches. I showed you the bag, remember? And what was in the bag? The pit seeds. Now check this out. What they had done is they took the peach out individually, consumed it, and put the seed back in the bag. Now, if you think an animal can do that, god damn, you better show me. I'm telling you, that sucker gets the Oscar. So, I wanted to get that out of the way. I don't know what's on this SD card. We'll find out, because whenever you do these, it's like pot luck. You never know what you're going to get. Anyway, so today we're back out doing some field research. Now, what we've done is I've came around from the group from the north side, and what I am is I flanked them. So now I'm over there would be on their left flank, okay? But I'm gonna tell you what, my methods do work. I want you to check this out. And I haven't come across this for a while, guys. Check this out. This guy's a big boy, and I think he went off in this direction, and that's where I'm gonna take you here in a minute, but I want you to see this. Come here. Here we go, boys. Right there, buddy. How you like that, guys? Now we did not just documented by video. More droppings of our hominins. And it's just like the other ones I documented. Look at the diameter in that. Look at that. That's about 2.5 inches. Look at this one. That's about 3. Remember the pine nuts you've seen in the others? There you go. See the pine nuts? This is a big boy. This is a big guy. So anyway, what I think he went in through here. So, if you want to come along with us, and we're going to go in here and get a little nosy and see what the hell's going on. here, guys, we got point of travel. Yeah. Come in through here. This is all pushed down. Looks a little airy back here. Watch your step there, Mr. Valentine. Footing. Hey, guys, I want you to check this out. Right now, I've taken you back thousands of years. I'm going to have him film this. And what he's going to show you is what a lot of it looked like thousands of years ago up here. And this place is just covered with forest burn. And this was all grown all in that time period. I'm going to show him down through here. Now I'm going to show you something else. Check this out. Can you get this? See those 3 pine trees right in a row? All with the top's gone. See them? You notice how they're like that in a row? I think somebody's saying something. Come on down. Be careful. Don't slip. They've been down here digging. Been down here digging, guys. Can you see it down there? Can you get it? And every time, look at this. What they do, remember I told you guys, what they do is they bury some food. They come back in the winter, towards the winter time and retrieve it. Because when the snows hit, they can't find it. Got another one over here. This is awesome, dude. Hey. Okay, guys, right over here. Got a tree, up against a tree. It's a marker. Something's out here. Right over here. get that? Is that big pine? Whoa. It's upside down. It's reversed. You see that, Valentine? See that, guys? Could you zoom in on that? That tree has been put completely in reverse, guys, because that's what they do. Look at this. Got another one right here. Right here, Valentine. Got that one? See, guys? Same thing. It's reversed. See what else we got. Hey, you guys thought I was joking? We're going to give you a real close look at this. Come on. See this? Can you get that film in? Can you film that? See that, guys? See how it's put up against the tree? Come on over this way, Valentine. Come this way, you got an angle. Better angle. Come on. Yeah, okay, spin around. Come back around with me. Just turn around and film that now. There you go. Now give them a look at this one. And there's the end, there's the tip. See how it's lodged right in the tree? Look at that. You're gonna hit the sun. Wow. Now that's amazing. This place, let's see. Come on through here, bud. Now, if you guys were here with me right now, that is mind-blowing. Absolutely, for sure. That is mind-blowing. This place here is pretty active, okay? Now, right now, it is really quiet. I don't even hear a bird. Now, usually, if there's birds in the area, but if they think you're a predator, they start chirping out loud, especially blackbirds. As you can hear, it's so quiet. I can't even hear a bird. Okay, anyway, look it. Let me get rid of this real quick. Okay, here we go. Before I forget, there's a couple questions I got to get out of the way right now. Hey, Derek from Canada. Sorry it took me a while to get to you, pal. And you guys in Canada. I've been really busy lately. And there's another fella, David Stone. I apologize for that too, David. It sometimes it takes me a little while. Like I says, I'm pretty busy most of the time. Now, I'll start off with Derek from Canada, and he's got some pretty good, interesting questions he wanted to know. Let's see if I remember. Let's see, Derek. I think one of the questions you asked me was, have I ever been to a Bigfoot conference? And no, I never have. Have I ever been invited to one? No, never been invited to one. And I think you also wanted to know if I was invited to one, would I go to one? And the answer to that is, if it fit into my schedule, I wouldn't have a problem showing up. And I believe you asked me, and would I present my own evidence? Sure, no problem. Let's see. Oh, and he also wanted to know. Let's see, Derek. He also wanted to know in the food bait area, the Ziploc baggies that I had the food contained in, and he wanted to know, was there any way to get any DNA? You probably could, but here's the problem, Derek. When you're in this kind of environment and something like that, they get so contaminated. There's so much contamination. About 99% of the time, they can't relieve the contamination, so you don't get true readings on the DNA testing. The other problem is this: money. Having a DNA test, it's not cheap. It costs a couple $1,000s, and it's not getting any cheaper. So there's your answers on that. Although I do keep certain items to my personal self as evidence, okay? And then he also asked, was there any additional evidence, like maybe hair or something like that? No, there was none of that there. But you have to understand this, they don't, it's not like they just walk around and shed their hair everywhere, okay? You got so many different mammals in the Sierras that they're pretty much all shedding hair. So you hear that? Sounded like something was walking out there. So anyway, I'm really not looking for any hair, to be honest with you, Derek. You see, because I have my own. I have my own that I keep in my house locked up, okay? Because it's the real thing. And so anyway, I hope that answered your questions, Derek. All you guys from Canada. I'm sorry it took me a while. Now, David Stone. Now, he's got an interesting one. David Stone is from Finland. And he emailed me, and according to, he told me he's about right there off the Russia border. And yeah, you're all out there. You're pretty aware. You've already heard the stories of the Russian wild man and maybe some entities running around kind of related to Neanderthals. Okay. What David wanted to know was, are there any other species around the globe of Sasquatch? And the answer is yes, there is. But you have to understand this: the ones I'm researching on, these are hybrid hominins. Okay, so hey, my cameraman's falling asleep on me. He's tired. Been up all night. So, best thing to do. Go to my David. Go to one of my videos on my website, the True Origins of Sasquatch. Listen to that video. That's going to explain a lot to you. It'll probably help you out with where you're coming from. If you're looking for any kind of evidence that they might exist there, I'll give you a couple tips. One, look for droppings. I'll be quite honest, most people ain't got a clue on what their droppings look like, but I do. As a matter of fact, this video I'm doing right now, there you go. I do have other videos that I've documented their droppings, okay? Look at the video, study the droppings. That'll give you a major clue. Another piece of evidence you look for is footprints. Beware of the footprints. Look at guys, there's a lot involved in this. You pretty much well got to be pretty educated in a lot of areas, okay? You got to know the difference between different types of footprints, okay? The same thing with hair samples. You better know what you're dealing with. There's so much involved, guys. It gets really deep. But those are the key things you should look for. Maybe I wouldn't say necessarily particularly constructed type items, you know, because you have to, then again, you got to know what you're looking for. Okay, you got to know the difference if it was natural or man-made. Okay, or made by something else. So there's a lot involved, but the other different types of what I call the gray area species of these hominins, those are the ones I explained in my True Origins of Sasquatch. Those are the ones that usually some people will see, and you know, and of course the myths and legends come like a monster. They look like monsters, this type of thing, where they're really not. They're just primal. Okay. Anyway, there you go. So I got those out of the way. I'm all caught up on that. I'm just sorry, guys. It took me a while, but sooner or later, I always fit everybody to my schedule. Anyway, guys, hey, look it. Me and Valentine, we're going to wrap it up, and it's about time for us to hit the road, and we're going to get out of here. He's tired. I'm tired. We got some SD cards to go over and stuff. So, hey, look it. I hope you like this video. Until the next time, I'll catch you later. Gotta go. You know me. Take care, guys.